Guided Visualization, Yule, Celtic Winter Solstice. Our visualization today celebrates the shortest day, Winter Solstice, and is set in an imaginary landscape based on the area around the Ness of Brodgar in Orkney. Much of this actual spiritual landscape was established in Neolithic times, but continued as a focus for ceremonies much later into Celtic times and beyond. Some detail is accurate, some could be attributed to informed imagination. I ask you to enter into the spirit of the occasion as a heartfelt experience. In the usual way, focus on your breathing, breathing in and out, and bring yourself into a relaxed and deep state. Visualize this. We're gathered on the area of land before a rough causeway, which leads over onto the Ness area. There, we can see the remains of various buildings, walls, and fire pits. Behind us, the surviving tall stones of the ceremonial ring of Stennis, with signs of a settlement close by. There's an atmosphere of expectation around the group of several hundred people, some of whom have travelled for some long time by foot and sea, even from the south of England, for this special winter solstice ceremony. For some, their previous experiences have been at the Avebury Circle Complex and Stonehenge. For many, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Wait, what's happening? There's a procession of elders and priests coming towards us along the causeway. The crowd parts to allow the procession to pass. Someone whispers that they're going to Maze How, a chambered cairn which was used as a burial chamber during the Neolithic Age, even before the major part of Stonehenge was constructed. Why are they going there? I whisper in response. To witness the shaft of light from the setting midwinter sun sweep down the entrance shaft and illuminate the chamber, bringing light, hope for the future, intuition for the leaders, and fertility to the land. You and I exchange glances. Amazing. As the procession passes us, the head priest points at you and me and indicates for us to join the group of elders and priests, perhaps as representatives of the people. Excitedly we fall in at the back without a word. hearts beat faster. We're going to Maze How. Time has passed, and we're now standing with the group by the low entrance to the chamber. The sun is quite low in the sky now as the elders and priests, in strict order of seniority and importance, stoop one by one and shuffle or crawl in through the low corridor. Finally, we take our turn, and shuffling in with bent legs and lowered heads, we enter the chamber. It's constructed from large slabs gradually closing in to form an enclosed dome. Round the walls, there are storage chambers where the bones of ancestors were placed, to be used in just such ceremonial occasions as this, to call up the energies and seek the positive support from the gods. In the corners, vertical stones have been placed within the construction, making it feel like an infilled stone circle structure, just like Hagar Quim, Neolithic temple on the island of Malta. We stand round the side walls, totally silent, all eyes focusing on the entrance, waiting for the shaft of dying sunlight to enter at the time of the midwinter sun setting. And here it comes, gradually becoming brighter as the angle of the sun aligns with the corridor, bathing the back wall of the chamber in a golden light, representing rebirth and the rise of fertility, with positive hopes for the coming year. The silence is palpable as individual priests and leaders stand in contemplation and meditation. Join them now and feel any insights which come to you at this magical time. If you do feel anything, store the memory for future consideration. Ceremony and procession over, we're now crossing the causeway once more onto the Ness of Brodgar. The crowds of people have already moved over to the area of building remains and beyond. Fires have been lit in several of the pits. People are still processing slowly between these sacred pits of fire. Some have chosen to jump over one of the narrower ones, perhaps as a symbol of spiritual purification. On a raised stone plinth, a large log is smouldering, with lots of glowing ash piled around it. As part of the Celtic beliefs, this signified the dying of the old household fires, where the grates were cleared out completely. That's where the glowing ash came from. Now, this large Yule log smoulders gently during the 12 days of feasting and celebrations, to be taken to provide new fire for the homes, for the start of the new solar year. The feasting is in full swing now, with ale brewed during the summer and autumn, and ample meat, as many of the cattle have been slaughtered before the depths of winter. This saved having to feed them through these times of limited food supplies. Pause for a moment to picture wonderful images of the firelight, the singing and carousing, and all the activity going on around the area, with open water on both sides. A horn sounds again. And the crowd falls silent. Looking towards the raised stone platform where the priests, the druids, stand in all their splendour, I spot the main priest, who had been leading activities at the chambered cairn earlier. He raises his ceremonial staff as another priest hands him a large bunch of what I believe is mistletoe, cut from an oak tree somewhere farther south on the mainland and brought here ceremonially. We don't have any oak trees in Orkney because of the temperature and strong winds. Here we have mistletoe, a blessing for the next year and its fertility. Another priest steps forward with a sacrificial offering to the gods to promote growth for the following year, and as the head priest raises his staff once more, a loud roar emanates from the crowd in welcome and support. Sense the atmosphere, feel the energy. Tomorrow, at sunrise, the assembled crowds will process behind the priests to stand round the stones at the Ring of Brodgar as the final climax to the whole ceremony, in celebration of the Winter Solstice. Yule, the hibernal solstice. But tonight we celebrate. Finding the activities and noise rather overwhelming for the moment, we've walked off along the track towards a standing stone circle and have found a place to sit on a fallen stone obelisk. Pause for a moment with your back straight and focus on your breathing. Breathing slowly and deeply. And as you focus inwards on the actions you've experienced this day, give some thought to the effort which many of these people have expended in getting here. Think how meaningful the experience is to them. Think how inspired and motivated they'll feel when they return to their own settlements after the event. Feel that inspiration. Feel that motivation. Draw it into your heart center and hold it there. Retain it as support for your own future development when you need it. Blessings. And in your own time, focus on your breathing once more, breathing in and out. And when you're ready, open your eyes and stretch your limbs to bring yourself totally round again. Take your time and spend a moment recalling any particular insights that you've experienced through this visualization. Thank you.